Hi, my name is Jiajie Ma. The course I'm taking is ISM3011 Information System in Organizations. My U number is 57618114. The dataset I'm going to analyze is the profit of production in the US. First, let's look at the data source. Their country, region, state, etc. I also add a new column, which I use profit to divide the units sold, leading to the profit per unit. Then let's move to the Tableau worksheet. Sheet 1 is a profit by region. I put sales date, department, and items to the column for the region and sum of profit, and put them into the row. What I want to mention in this graph, the darker the color of the bar, the higher the profit per unit. Now let's look at the graph. For example, the cruiser in the 2019 has the highest profit, and the profit per unit of it is also the highest. We can see that in this chart, the items who has the high profit, its profit per unit is also high. Now let's move to the next sheet, which is the profit in the West, because I'm curious about how can the cruiser has the highest profit. So I take the west part out from the first sheet, and now we can analyze it separately. The columns and the rows of two sheets is the same, but the difference is this time, the warmer color of the bar, the higher total units sold. It is obvious that the cruiser still has the highest profit, but the units sold of it is not the highest. The ISM3011 has the highest sum of units sold, but the profit of it is much more lower than cruiser. Now let's look at the third sheet, which is units sold by state. The column of it is the same as previous, but this time the row is state and sum of units sold. And the darker color of the bar, the higher sum of profit. With this visualization, it is really easy and convenient for me to find out that California, New York, and Texas, these three has high units sold. At the same time, the profit of them is also high. So I take these particular states out, these three states out, and put them into the next sheet, which is high units sold state, to analyze that. What I want to mention that is that this time I add profits to the row, and the darker color of the bar, the higher profit per unit. I found a very interesting thing. What is that? Let's see the California Pelican in 2020. The units sold of Pelican is low, but the profit of it comes really high. How come? I think it's because the profit per unit of it is high, which leads to a really high profit. This rule also works for other items. For example, ISM3011. This one is lower, and this one is lower, this one higher. What I get from these four sheets is that this company may need to find some way to increase their profit per unit to increase the whole profit of the company. In this regional dashboard, I present the profit map in West as well as the profit of each item and department in the West. Last but not least, this is the story part. I create 6 sheets which includes a comment that explain what I'm showing. As I mentioned before, my conclusion is that the company needs to increase the profit per unit to increase the company's total profit. That's it.